Hello and welcome to a new video. I'm Vanguard and today, we'll be going through the future of the Sonic the Hedgehog series and what needs to happen. The history of the franchise has been a rough road with a golden beginning. Along the way we got to experience a wide range of different changes, whether it's for the worse or better. And with the new Sonic Forces game nearly upon us, I thought I'd make this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Before we talk about the future, let's talk about the past and present. As we all know, the original Sonic the Hedgehog game was a massive success, also commonly called the golden era of Sonic. And over the years we also got great games such as Sonic 2, 3, Adventures and etc. However, we were also faced with numerous or mixed games that really forgot what made the series so great in the first place, such as the 2006 game, Sonic Riders, Sonic and the Black Knight, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 4, Sonic Fighters, just to name a few. But then we got this review trailer for Sonic Generations, and it was incredible. This game seemed to be the ultimate nostalgia package for all fans of the series for the 20th anniversary. While there were some flaws of the game like classic Sonic's missing old school character, it was a great fan service game that I honestly had no problem with. Fast forward over a year later and we get Sonic Lost World. Now this game in my opinion wasn't too bad, however it did receive mixed reactions, but I do commend Sega for trying something new. I do think they should have stuck with the new and refined modern boost system of gameplay though. Then we get Sonic Boom games, which further experimented with a lot of things, however wasn't too great. They even said themselves that their biggest mistake in Boom was trying to cram too much into the game. There was no specific focus in the game for them to master. So what did the developing team do? Well, they looked at what was successful in the past, being the original 2D platform Sonic the Hedgehog game and Sonic Generations, to make Mania and Forces. This in theory is a great business decision, but only short term. Let's talk about Sonic Mania first. Takashi Iizuka did say that Mania was a new approach to target specifically 2D fans. They didn't know how it would be viewed in the community, whether it be positively or negatively. This game would affect the direction of the future of the series, and I'm assuming that's with Forces too. This uncertainty I believe led to the main selling factor of the game being nostalgia once again, as there were more reimagined levels than new ones. A lot of fans, including myself, were left craving for more new experiences, which definitely makes this game a safe success, something that Sega hoped to see from this game. However, I can't help but think if the team had greater confidence, there would be more new levels for fans to play, and they would be less reliant on nostalgia. But I still can't say it and know for sure. Overall, this was a fantastic game that I really loved, and I praise Christian Whitehead, Pagoda West Games and Headcanon for their remarkable achievements. And then we have Sonic Forces, which is certainly exciting. From what we can see from the gameplay, this marks the return of the boost system, which is great in my eyes. However, with the return of classic Sonic gameplay, previous villains, Green Hill Zone, Chemical Zone and more, I can't help but think this game is Sonic Generations 2. My main problem with this is after the shortcomings of Boom and Lost World, Sega goes backwards and somewhat reuses elements from the past games for nostalgia. They need to understand what makes Sonic so great, and move forward with these mechanics in mind and create a new experience for fans. The older fans are only going to stay for so long, and the impact of nostalgia will die. Generations was a game that revisited 20 years of memories, and only 5 years later we get Sonic Forces, which possibly revisits those 20 years with the new addition of Lost Worlds and Boom. Do you get my problem here? I know that we don't know for sure if we're even revisiting the past, but it definitely seems so, at least some of it. Furthermore, I think Sega needs to find a style of gameplay and stick with it in the coming years. Of course, there needs to be new story, villains, character, and other small gameplay additions. I propose 3 styles I believe are Sonic's best. The classic 2D platformer that has aged magnificently, the boost system which has been refined greatly, and maybe the adventure gameplay. These were the best of Sonic, and could work in a cycle where one game focuses purely on 2D, the other boost, and later adventure and etc. Now the last one I mentioned is a little bit risky because we have not seen this style of gameplay in a very long time. This could be something that Sega looks into in the future. There have been demand for Sonic Adventure 3, and that could be the opportunity to pursue this option. I understand it takes a lot of resources for a complete 3D boost system game, something that we actually have never seen. It would take a lot of time and money to do this, so developers usually add another gimmick such as 2D platforming like in Colors and Generation, or whatever Unleashed was. And the effort into creating those levels might not be so worth it, as it may become boring over time, or just become a very short game. So maybe a hybrid of adventures and a boost gameplay might be a legitimate answer. I honestly don't know. The Sonic team will have to find the solution. Personally, I've been a huge fan of the Sonic series for the longest time now, and there have been many people over the years that think the franchise should die, which is pretty unfortunate. I would hate to see this beloved series go. However, I do think Sega are making the right steps in the right direction. The company are making safe business choices that will lead them to success, but they need to think about the future. Well, that about wraps up this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.